everybody, and welcome back to the Progressive Auto Sales Arena. The Sarnia Sting taking on the Brampton Steelheads for the first time this season. And here we go. The opening draw tonight from Sarnia. Yeah, the Sting have to play a very solid game here tonight, as Brampton has been very sharp to start the year. Here's Young for Sarnia. Sting coming off a 2-1 shootout win, as here they come early. Hall looks, waits, takes, that's blocked. They get it in front. It's Diorio. He tried to find backs. It didn't connect. Viviger in the Brampton zone looking to get it out for the Steelheads. Martone gets the pass. And good pressure early here by the Sarnia Sting. 5-3-1 on the year. Brampton Steelheads 6-2-2. Here they come. It's a break. Sharp. Stopped by Ozapenko. Sent ahead. Here comes Carson Hall. Breakaway the other way. Hall behind the D. Scores! Carson Hall. A breakaway one-way stop. A breakaway the other in the back of the net. It's Hall's second of the year, and it's 1-0 Sting early. So a good start for the Sarnia Sting here this afternoon. Last two games, it's been really hard to score on home ice in the first two periods of play. Yeah, but here tonight they have one on the board, and it's something to build on for this club. Here's Alessandro Diorio, gave that away to Sharp. Middle of the ice, it's sent back ahead to Misa. So right out of the gates, both teams giving up breakaways. One stopped by Ozapenko. The other way, the Sarnia Sting find the back of the net and have a 1-0 lead because of it. Here's a penalty coming to Hall. He just gave them the lead, and now they're going to be in trouble. Here's a 2-on-1. Bordelot is stopped and touched up in the corner by Bax. The Steelheads will go to the power play for the first time here tonight, tripping against Carson Hall. Face off here to the right side of the Sarnia net. 1-0 Sting early here, looking for their 6th win of the year. Eglinton shoots. That's stopped, kicked out. Kopecky in the corner trying to get it out of harm's way. Sarnia Sting need at least 10 to 11 wins to make the playoffs as we officially hit the halfway mark of the season here tonight. Here's Leanders. He is going to play it down to Eglinton. In his own zone, sent ahead now up on the wing for Richmond. To the middle, down the left side. Here he comes, looking for a lane. Drops for Witkowski, and that's just fought off by Ozapenko, and the Sting do clear it back down the ice, and that is on net for a shot. It's picked up by Zidlicki for the Steelheads. Sent up ahead for Richmond. 37 seconds left on the rush. Here comes Camaris to the net. Richmond is stopped. Kopecky now to Tyler Challenger. Here go the Sting up the right side and over the Brampton line. Looking to the front of the goal. Now looking for the shot. They'll take it. And Challenger blocked by Witkowski. Back into the corner it goes. So Sting kill it off, and they hold the 1-0 lead here in the first period. And it's sent back into their zone halfway through the first. Here's Hall. Matthew Manza right back into the zone. That fed in behind the net. Diorio taken by a collision, but Jordan Bax will step into the rush now. Witkowski took him down and got the puck back for Brampton. Richmond right back in the zone. Here's Zidlicki now. Zidlicki fed ahead to Witkowski. 7 to go in the first. 1-0 Sting. Witkowski to the net. He's blocked. Rebound, and that one just sent wide. Has it again to the net. He's stopped by Ozapenko. Young for Jordan Bax. Here goes Bax. He's behind the D, and he just hit the post. Here's Camaris to Witkowski. So Sting looking to go 2 for 2 on breakaways. They do not. Here's Young trying to drop that off. Here's Camaris. Richmond again. Here come the Steelheads. 3.5 to go in a quiet first. It's 1-0 Sarnia. Save made by Ozapenko. Play down to Beckham Edwards. Edwards into the rush now. Sting send it in. Chasing it down and around. There goes Easton Walos, but he can't keep it in. Zidlicki. Back to Eglinton. Pickle trying to defend on that. Eglinton will bring it through the middle. Here comes Eglinton with Richmond. Gave that away to Young. Here's Young. Sent ahead to Edwards. He has Pickle. Here's Ben Pickle stepping back, looking for some help. Got the puck, but then gave it away to Camaris, and back out it comes. Right back in by Huey Hurt. That'll end the first period here tonight from Sarnia. It's the Sting 1. The Brampton Steelheads 0 to the first 20 minutes tonight. An early goal scored by Carson Hall. Shots a goal in the game are 6-2 for the Steelheads, but it's 1-0 Sting through 20 minutes. The hits are 7-6. Sarnia faceoffs 3-0 Steelheads, 0 for 1 on the power play. Sarnia hasn't had one. 1-0 Sting through 20. Welcome into period 2 here tonight from Progressive Auto Sales Arena. The Sarnia Sting and the Brampton Steelheads ready to get right back into the action in a 1-0 Sarnia lead. Young, the backs, he'll send in. Backs chasing it around. It's Carson Hall. Fed it in front. They score! Alessandro Di Iorio just keeps on scoring. And the Sting extend the lead. It's 2-0. 43 seconds into period 2. Look at this pass by Hall. He has a goal and an assist now on the night. Perfect pass. Leenders is not going to get over and make that stop. 2-0 Sting. So a big goal for the Sting and their fans as the lead has been extended to 2-0, just 43 seconds into the middle frame. Draw one back, here's Sharp. Gave that away, gets that back, Hall has it. Looks ahead for Di Iorio, turn that over to Martone, and right back in come the Steelheads. Martone to the net. Fed wide of the net, here's Di Iorio now, sending it back down. Carson Hall left out, race it for icing, and it is icing. So back to the Sarnia zone we'll go. 2-0 Sting here in the second period, looking for win number 6 on the season. They're 5-3-1 on the year. The Steelheads 6-2-2. Here's the draw, one back. Steelheads with control. Fiviger to Sharp. Gave that away, then got the shot. It was blocked by Di Iorio. Fed back in front to Martone. Looking down low for a pass. Di Iorio blocking that, and there goes Jordan Backs. He has Hall with him. Backs to Hall. Hall shooting. Saved by Leenders. Covers on that. Carson Hall's been the Sting player of the night so far with a goal and an assist. Faceoffs 5-1 Brampton in the game. Here's the draw left side of the Steelhead net. Taken back one by the Steelhead. Sharp sends it up on the wing for Locus. Locus spinning off the forecheck of the Sting. Now Martone chips it in and fires it wide. The former Sarnia Sting. It's sent down to Young. Young for Jack Van Bolsen, and here goes Van Bolsen. He has Challenger with him. Van Bolsen fires it wide. Huey Hurt to the net. Chipped it in front for Martone, right back out for Brampton, and here he comes with speed. Hurt needs to catch him, he did. It rolls to Ozapenko. Played in front, that's trouble. And Young can't get it out, kept in by the Steelheads. Pass back, there's a shot, it goes wide of the goal. Hurt, chipped between his legs ahead for Gahan. Right back in, the Sarnia Sting chase it down. It's picked up by Jack Van Bolsen. Van Bolsen trying to forehand it to the net. And here's Boudreau. Looking, he gets it ahead for Sherratt. Sting all over him, but here comes McDonald to the net. He's stopped by Kale Ozapenko. Romain to Gahan. Sting ahead, it's Logan Howery. Gave that away, try to get it back. He'll race after it in the corner. Howery, a big hit, gets in after it. But Boudreau wins the board battle and now gets that out for Brampton. In over the Sarnia line, Reese trying to catch him. The shot right on. Save made and the rebound kept out by Romain. What a job done defensively as that was in the back of the net. Here's Manza, fed in front. That's stopped. Good chances both ways between the Sting and the Steelheads. Here comes Sherratt. He'll step in. He'll shoot. Stopped by Ozapenko. Walking that away behind the net, looking from behind out front. It's Eglinton. Here's Harding to the net. Stopped by Ozapenko right to the chest. Romain for the Sting. For Jaworski. Here goes Sarnia. Jaworski stepping in. Has a lane. Shoots. Kicked out. Rebound was there. Steelheads have to be better defensively. It's Di Iorio putting it to the net, and Leenders easily has that for a face-off. 2:20 remaining here in the second. 2-0 Sting. Face off to the left side of the Brampton net. Sting do not win this one, but they'll go after it in the corner. A good job by Hall. But Zidlicki did win the battle. A coin. Back out for the Sting. Here's Di Iorio. Fed across to Hall. Here's Hall, the player of the night so far. He shoots. He's stopped. Rebound in the paint. That was Lanovsky, and he gets that out. Here comes Zidlicki. Might be a 2-on-1. Kopecky back. Good job defending. He took it away. Here's Carson Hall one more time. Steps in and shoots. Kicked out. We're through 2. It's 2-0 Sting after 2 tonight from Sarnia. against the Brampton Steelheads. Shots in the game are 10 aside, but it's 2-0 Sting. The hits are 10-8 for the Steelheads. Faceoffs 7-1 for Brampton. Power plays 0 for 1. Sarnia hasn't had one. 2-0 Sting after 2. Welcome into the third period tonight. The goals scored by Hall and DiOrio. Hall's been the player of the game with a goal and an assist. He's been all over the ice tonight looking to get more. Here's Wilkes, just started the third. Misa blocked, it's poked out, and here go the Sting with numbers. DiOrio, he'll step by. DiOrio centers it. It rolled away from Hall, and the net comes off. Oh my, Carson Hall looking for his second of the game, but it just bounces over his stick, and the net comes off at the same time. Face off right side. One back for the Sting. Here's Young, down low to Jordan Bax. Bax holding on. Backhand kicked out. Rebound. It's free. Oh my, it doesn't go. Jordan Bax keeps it in. Good pressure by the Sting. Save made, and it's sent wide on the rebound. Good pressure here. Hall trying to find it. Good chances for the Sarnia Sting, but they won't fall. Here's Bax now. Shooting it. Deflects wide. Picked up by the Steelheads. Misa trying to bring it through the middle of the ice. The Sting trying to put this game to bed. Hurt. Back to get it. He sends it ahead for Bax. Here's Jordan Bax taken down. Young taken down as well. Big hit at center. Tyler Challenger has it. Steps in and shoots. He's stopped by Leanders. Hurt. He'll shoot it. That's easily gloved. And a face-off in the Brampton zone with just about 7 gone here in the third. 2-0 Sting. Shots this period are 7-0 Sarnia. Here's the draw. One back controlled by the Steelheads. It's Harding for Sherratt. Gave it away, got it back, and here they come inside to the attack now. Sherratt shooting it. Stopped by Ozapenko. Rebound in the blue paint. One-timer that goes over the net for Drow. Here's McDonald in front. Leskover stopped by Ozapenko. Challenger out to center. Halfway through this third period, Sting holding on to a 2-0 lead here at home tonight. Bordreau gave that away to Challenger. Back in they come at Sherratt to the net. Scores! No shutout for Ozapenko tonight. Sherratt gets the Steelheads back in it at 10:28 of the third. It's his first of the season, and it's 2-1. So the face-off back to center ice as we have ourselves a new game midway through the third. Sting could not find a way to put this to bed, and now the Steelheads have life. Here's McDonald. Has numbers going to the net. It's Boudreau. Moves in and shoots. He's kicked out the rebound. Van Volsen finds Challenger, and here come the Sting. Pass finds Challenger. Here's Van Volsen, and it's right to the chest of Leanders. Harding. Up ahead to Eglinton. Here they come again. Breakaway. It's Eglinton. Zidlicki is stopped and in the paint. Ozapenko lays on top of it for a face-off. 6:30 to go, third period. 2-1 Sting. Keeping it a one-goal game, but Brampton Steelheads have had the push here after the Sting were unable to find the back of the net a third time. Draw one, picked up by Harding. Looks to the net. He has Leskover. It's right to the chest of Ozapenko, kept in by Eglinton. That's kicked out. Here's Romaine for the Sting. Did a good job saving a goal. Otherwise, we would be tied right now. Here's Howery to the net, shooting it. Save made by Leanders. And now Harding is taken down. Penalty going to Sarnia. Sting back to get it in their own zone. Kopecky will touch up. 3:48 to go. 2-1 Sarnia. So Brampton back to the power play. They're 0 for 1 in the game. Here's the draw, left side of the net. One back, picked up. Martone to the goal, centers. Richards stopped. Has it behind the goal. Back to the point, that's Boudreau. Moves in, centers. Witkowski stopped. The rebound, they score! Steelheads tie it up on a late power play. It's Richmond who gets the goal. And we're all tied up. Sarnia Sting couldn't get it out. They're on the kill here, and Brampton Steelheads make them pay with 2 here in the third period to evaporate that 2-goal lead. Here's Fiviger. Sting trying to take it back. Fiviger with it. Looking, sending it ahead to Boudreau. He'll move in here. Boudreau centers. Sherratt kicked out. Hurt. to Young. Final 2 minutes of play here in the third period. Here goes Challenger. Looks, drops it off. It's gone! And he's blockered away. Hurt has it to the front. That centering pass missed. Van Molson has it, and a penalty going to Sarnia. Right back to the power play go the Steelheads again as Tyler Challenger heads off in a tie game here in the third period. Late in the third, not a good time to take a penalty if you're the Sting. Here's the draw, one back, corralled by the Steelheads, but now a penalty going the other way. Jaworski sends that back in. That went bounce in front of the Sting net. They got to be careful, just trying to kill off as much of this as they can to get a power play looking like they will in overtime. Kopecky for Logan Howery. Seconds running down in the third period. Howery turns back with it. He'll bring it back offside. Here's Howery. And he'll just kill off the remaining seconds here in the third period, it would seem, as 3 seconds to go. He'll pass it ahead to Jaworski. That's back down, and we'll go to overtime. 2-2 tonight from Sarnia between the Sting and the Steelheads. Shots to goal in the game are 21-20 for Brampton. It's 2-2 after 3. The hits are 14-14. The faceoffs 13-3 for the Steelheads. 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. They're on the power play in overtime, and so are the Sarnia Sting. It'll be 4-on-4. Welcome into overtime, so 3-on-3 for now. But after a minute 18, Sarnia Sting will be on the power play as they win the faceoff. Here's Young. Sent ahead to Diorio. He'll just send in. Sting chase it around. Picked up by Jordan Bax to win it. He tried to go 5-hole from the short side. It didn't work. Power play active for Sarnia now. Here's Locust, and he'll get it out and down. Kept in by Challenger. What a job. Now to win it. He just missed. Has it again. Challenger didn't take the shot. Still holding on. Now he will. And it's blockered away. Rebound in the paint that's sent wide. Power play time running out. It's killed off by the Steelheads, but kept in by the Sting. The pass turned over. Here's Sharp, and here go the Steelheads. 2 to go in overtime. Given back to Challenger again. Here goes Hall. He's had it all night long. He scores! Carson Hall wins it in overtime for the Sarnia Sting. A big first stop by Leanders, but the rebound pops free. And he's the player of the game with 2 goals and an assist as the Sting take down the Steelheads 3-2 in overtime. What a hockey game between these two clubs here tonight. We knew it was going to be tight. We knew it was going to be fierce. And back and forth these two teams went. The Sarnia Sting get the better of it here tonight. 3-2 in overtime at home against the Steelheads. Well, they'll head to Barrie to take on the Colts in Barrie next after beating them earlier in the season here at home 4-1. The Colts will look to respond as Sarnia comes away with the victory here tonight. 3-2 in overtime against the Brampton Steelheads. And that is all from us to you today. And we'll see you again hopefully tomorrow.